Welcome to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington, where we explore all things self-love, manifestations, and relationships with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. So be sure to subscribe, share, and join us on Patreon. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and before we dive in, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. So with that, let's go. So Charli Burnett is hopping on the Vanderpump Rules podcast interview, grab the bag train, which I think she should. I think everybody should at this point, do what you got to do, create the content, get it out there. But she is also trying to secure her spot for season 11. I think she's ready to come back. I think she's ready to have a bigger role. I think she's prepared for Rachel not to come back and really kind of fill that spot. She's also dropping some piping hot tea. So she was on the Nick Viall Files podcast, and she claimed that she heard that a woman signed an NDA in order to have sex with Tom Sandoval. Now, I personally 100% believe this. And I have the clip, so I will share the clip with you guys in a second. But it makes perfect sense. I think that Tom Sandoval, as we've seen, he's been unfaithful for over a decade. And, I don't think it's shocking. There's been allegations that he had sex with Miami Girl, that he's had sex with Billy Lee. He obviously had sex with Raquel, that he's had sex with groupies, that he's had sex with fangirls, that he's always been cheating. So I think this totally makes sense. My question is, I didn't think that Tom Sandoval was that big of a deal for someone to have to sign an NDA. But hey, maybe that's why we haven't heard of more people actually coming out and being like, hey, it was me. Right now, we just have what Kristen Doty says, what Jax Taylor says, what Sheena Shea says, what Peter says, what they've heard, who they know, who's come to them. But this might explain why we don't have any particular woman or person come out and say, I've slept with Tom Sandoval. Maybe it's because of these NDAs. Now let's watch and listen, and then I want to know what you guys think.
Someone came to me and said, I was getting my hair done, and my hairdresser told me that one of their clients had to sign an NDA to Tom Sandoval, but this was my first season of filming. So I was like, I don't know what to do with that information. Again, I was naive, and I was like, everyone makes up rumors. Everyone says things like that's so crazy to say to me. Like, you guys are just trying to bring gossip. But now I kind of realize that maybe he's been this person this entire time. And what Kate was saying is that I think that Tom enjoyed putting a facade.
All right, so I 100% believe it. And I think that this explains why there hasn't been more women that come out or people that come out publicly and say, hey, it was me, because of these NDAs. I also think, and let me know what you guys think about this too, I think Charli did the right thing by not saying anything. Because as we've seen, when anybody comes to Ariana or to Tom about their relationship, about open relationships, about infidelity, they deflect, defend, and attack. And Charli already was on the back foot, right? Nobody really knew who Charli was. She came in sort of randomly, and she didn't really have any allies, and she had a really tough time. Even as the viewers were like, who is Charli? Why is she here? I've even called her a filler character. But after listening to the podcast, I actually really like Charli, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in a much bigger way next season. So producers, if you're listening, I think stepping Charli up to a bigger character, a bigger position is a good idea. But I think she played it right, because could you imagine what they, and remember, this was in 2019. So this was a while ago. Could you imagine what Tom and Ariana would have done to Charli if she came out with this rumor? Charli had nobody on her side. And we saw what Ariana did to Sheena. We saw what Ariana did to Katie. We saw what Ariana did to Lala and Tom when anytime they had something, and they've had real relationships, real friendships, known each other for years. So Charli girl, you played it right. You kept it close to the vest. And this was actually the perfect time to spill the beans. But I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. Do you believe Charli? Do you believe that she heard that, a woman had to sign an NDA in order to have sex with Tom Sandoval? I believe it. I think it's true. But I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. But before you do that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. And also let me know, are you looking forward to Charli coming on season 11 in a much bigger way, and we get to see her in a much bigger capacity? I am. So I will talk to you guys next time. Bye. Welcome to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington, where we explore all things self-love, manifestations, and relationships with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. So be sure to subscribe, share, and join us on Patreon.